1651, good afternoon, everyone. My parents, so to speak, members of Laute, we were forever changed my name, and I have babies. I'm ready to sign. Permit me to quickly go up there to read my presentation, sir. Thank you. Jehovah's Initiative is an initiative that describes solutions to make sure that we reduce waste. Waste actually challenge in Nigeria, and it's continuing to be a challenge until we take a major step in making sure that we look at how we can do recycling. Our major business concepts are about recycling. Like I said, it's about collection, sorting, recycling of waste plastic products, and our major products are waste plastics. This is used to produce plastic pellets, and this plastic pellets is going to achieve the production of other plastic materials. Next slide. They always give household firms, individuals a chance to capture value from their waste by providing a reliable supply of materials to local recycling industry. That means our initiatives also we also bring out other manufacturing industries, other manufacturing players, so that by the time we make production, they don't depend on imported materials again, and they continue to make sure that jobs creation is secured. Because when we start this kind of production, it's not only going to give jobs to 1, 2, or 3 people, but it's going to be chains of jobs as we replicate the business model as soon as it's successful. Next slide. These are plastic bottles. This bottle is as valuable as anything, but the most problem with us is we just take them, we dump them. Why not identify the major use of this plastic? So our business model is going to be, please, our business model is going to be converting these plastic products to pellets. Pellets are of varieties of plastic products. Please, forward. These are the recycling operations that we plan to do. Forward, please. Forward, please. Forward. Forward. Okay. Because of Ibadan as a case study, or else to be precise, we have seen that even though the government have been making efforts to reduce municipal waste, we look into if we can make sure that we generate plastic products and use it and convert it into renewable resources that it can always be used. I think we're going to be solving some solutions. Next slide, please. Competition. Our competition will be providing plastic pellets from far and near locations to some proposed manufacturers. This means that there are being some existing market players. However, the market is very big and not saturated. I don't know if you can mention 5 or 10 manufacturing companies in this business in Ibadan. I tell you, you will not be able to do that. Even the major big boys and big girls in the industry are in Lagos, and these are the Amor Recyclers, Ego Green Energy, Waste World Recyclers. Next slide, please. Now, we noticed something after doing the research, and we saw that this is actually an importation chart for the market value of plastic, and this chart is actually restricted to 2013 because that was when we got the most valued product data. And we can see that at 2019, Nigeria spent $9 million in importing plastic, which is a huge sum of money if it can be converted into doing it in the local industries. Next slide. Previous slide, please. Now we can see that we exported just $2.9 million US, and that means that if an initiative is given by companies to start up plastic pellet production, that means that we'll be able to cover more ground and make sure that our balance of trade gets on the positive dimension. Next slide. Products and services. Okay. Our major product will be the production of plastics, like I said. Although we plan to venture into compost manufacturing. That's at a later event. After duplicating the success model from this, from our business plan, we are able to see that it will be very positive for us to start making profits right from the first week. Next slide, please. These are the plastic plates. Next slide. These are the machines we will be using. This machine will make sure that we get the pulverized equivalent of such plastic materials, and all plastic materials are recyclable. Every plastic material we have. Next slide. These are the pelletizing machines that we'll be needing. Next slide. These are the derivative products from plastic. So that means that whenever you we dump these products, we are already dumping these other products. Next slide, please. This is the compost which we will actually use as soon as we have duplicated this business model and making sure it is profitable in order for us to expand, provide more jobs and services for people. Next slide. Alright, this is the compost working process. Next slide. Organic fertilizer, we're going on. Next slide. Now, system marketing strategy. These are the target questions and answers we're going to see. And considering the fact that we will be using Ibadan as an example, we have to that Ibadan, or let me say, or you say as a general, you say has a population size of 3 million. This is the latest data from Nigerian population. What's the
Let's round up.
Alright, sir. Please, next slide. Next slide. Now, financial analysis. Please go back. No, previous please. Next, please. Okay. Alright. These are our fixed was for the first year. These are our fixed was, and you can see them. And please, previous slide, please. And this is a detailed summary of that chapter. And we can see that as soon as we start off, we'll be using the location in Ibadan. And besides development, the 2.2 million we will do getting a land, or do quite the most of this. Construction, the manufacturing shares. The machine for 5 million, the meter 5 million, extra supporters. We are not players in the industry. Definitely, we don't have enough of high place information, but we have to anticipate who will pay services, who will train us, give us advisory services, who will also enable us and market us to meet who will also market us to existing
material.
This no question. You know, just like we told the who came before you, you don't know how to manage time. You wasted too much time thinking of things that were not necessary. If we give you the presentation outline earlier than today, you know what and what you're going to be scored on. You have no time to talk about your protection because you wasted time explaining things that are not important. You are meeting someone who wants to invest in your company and is on his way just to catch his driver who will take you to the airport. Tells you in 1 minute as I'm moving to the car, give me your business plan, and you start saying all those things. The man will just drive off and you will not make any impact. So it's important for you to know how to hit the ground running, so to say. So we want to do waste management practice. These are the things. Let them not really see the business in it. It's difficult to see the business in what you have presented. You're talking about the value. Which part of the value? All part of the value. You go to Belenka and ask them to come and sort waste. Or you go to Belen, and then you come and sort waste. So these are your it's a level. As then you sort waste. So you need to understand what you want to do. You get what I'm saying? You are thinking about the GRA area of Jericho, all those places, maybe you must understand it's important. Or William, you're talking. Or you should just say the value 5% of your system. So you must understand the concept and know how to communicate your plan. Very important.
Yes, thank you, 3 brothers. Can you give me something in 1 minute? Yeah, previous slides. No, without slide. Okay. We'll be sourcing our fund from SME. No. Talk to me. I want to have the fund. Tell me in 1 minute your project. In 1 minute. Yeah, we'll be producing plastic pellets. No, we will be producing plastic pellets. Okay. For collaboration, they are giving us startup capital at least 5.6 million at the end of a year because the profit margin every month is about 470,000 naira. Apart from the salaries and expenses. So in less than a year, we should be projecting about $1 million naira. With our success rate in the first, because the business what is your contribution to this business? Yes, I'm the marketing officer. Okay, I just need to market. I'll put all my money and you are not going to take any risk. I'm going to
What is the risk?
I'm going to also contribute.
What are you contributing in this business?
At least 20% of the business.
How much is 20%?
Like 1 million.
How many of what?
Because I said that like 10 million naira.
10 million.
So I become a sum of 1 million.
That's not 5%. So, I'm not interested. Tell me what you want to do. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Sir, our business.
No, I want to partner with you. Tell me 1 minute what you need to do.
What we do basically is that we decide.
What we will do. No, not you. Me and you. Yes. On that business. Yes.
What I
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute.
Yes. You met me and you want me to do business with me in 1 minute.
Okay, sir. If you are giving us.
Hello, sir. Not us. Me and you. 1 minute. This business proposal. How do you want me to fund it?
If you are giving.
I am Dangote and you want me to invest in this business. What do you want me to do? 1 minute.
If you are giving me 10 million naira.
Yes, 10 million.
In a month, if you are more than 10 million naira.
Yeah.
Percentage of.
10 million in a month?
Yes, sir.
If I'm giving you 10 million in a month, I will be getting 10 million.
No, sir.
Is that not what you just said? If you spotted me, and you spotted you, so how much will you give me?
What I'm saying is, if you are giving us and they start from.
Not us, if I give you.
But if you give me.
Yes.
Start from capital of 1.4 million.
You said 10 million before, now 1.4 million. Okay. Alright. Thank you very much. That is business idea. And there's what we call elevator speech. You meet a businessman on an elevator, you need 1 or 2 statements to convince that man to invest in you. When you see Dangote on an elevator and both of you are standing, might not be in Nigeria like this, but anywhere, what is that 1 or 2 statements that will catch the idea of Dangote? If you are able to tell me that, then I will give you 100%. But because you are not having that kind of confidence, hold on. Whether him or you are a team, and that is aspect of leadership. Even if he has failed, you take responsibility. Because if he has failed in his part, then I will not have confidence in the two of you. So everybody must take their responsibility. Whether for the failure or success, the failure and success of my business is me. I will not put it on my staff. So don't trade blame. And in business, you don't trade blame. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you very much, Lautech team. The next team we will listen to is the Unilag team. Next of Lagos.